All right, good morning to my 5 followers, which is pretty amazing to me because that means 5 people actually might watch these videos. And I am 5 people actually might watch these videos. And I am just doing this for fun. I've said it a million times, not a YouTuber or social media influencer. I'm just making some videos because I'm a sucker who bought a Maserati. And as we all know, Maserati does not have the greatest reputation for reliability and expensive parts and all that good stuff that follows this car. And I'm learning as I go, and so far, I still love my car. It's pretty amazing sounding car. It feels great on the highway last week going down to my buddy Ron's house to do the resonator delete. Did I buy an abused Maserati? A little bit. I'm going to call it neglect. So in this video and all along and in my life, I try not to bash small businesses and bash any businesses, but there's a few out there that shouldn't be in business. And there's also some people that are amazing. And unfortunately, I won't mention their names because they don't do certain things, and they did for me, so I don't and it was pretty awesome. But with that said, today's video is all about the powder coated rims, I guess, but there's a story that goes with it. As I took these rims off to go get the rims powder coated because I didn't feel that color, that standard, I don't even know what it's called, it's just an aluminum look rim on a Maserati, just didn't work for me. And I had a vision and I pulled it off. You'll see. But in that process, taking the wheels off, looked under the car last week, it looked great, but took the wheels off, got into it, and really had everything up on jack stands and going around the car, took all 4 tires off, sent the tires to a tire shop to get the tires and sensors removed from the wheels, the rims themselves, so I could take them to the powder coater. Tires were Pirellis and in a lot worse shape than I thought. The rear tires looked so good. I was so excited until I took them off and found plugs and patches and stuff in the tires. Me personally, I know plugs and patches work, and there's probably people that say, oh yeah, they're fine, that's fine. But for me, I just didn't want that. So I looked into it. I started scrubbing the brake calipers, which have never been cleaned, and they're beautiful. They're Maserati red Brembo brakes, 6 piston in the front, 4 in the back, and they're absolutely beautiful, and they were just caked. So that got me a little nervous, and as I got into it and realized that I don't have brake pads left. This car should not have been on the road. The brake pads were paper thin. Why I wasn't getting a sensor from the sensor that was ground down, I don't know. Maybe it was already ground past the sensor to the point that it failed. But I did go online, find some brake pads. I know everybody thinks parts are so expensive, and they are if you buy from Maserati, but I found a company, Euro Parts, and they had the brake pads and fronts and backs, and I redid the front and back brake pads. The rotors, yes, the rotors are ready to be replaced. Apparently you're supposed to replace them every 20,000 miles. It's not like a turning down type thing. It's just a replace thing. They're ready. Next chance I get, that will probably be my next operation. I had to replace the tires first, and while I had the rims off and everything like that, so I'm not pulling tires, rims, taking them off, putting them on, taking them off, putting them on, and risking damaging the powder coat. So the powder coat, long story short, it's done. It was a headache. Some businesses kind of gave me the runaround, and then another one saved the day and made some absolute beautiful powder coated rims. So let's take a look. Bam, there we go. So this is called laser bronze. I think with the car and the color, it looks amazing compared to what was on there. Unfortunately, it's not a very sunny morning, and I'm not getting any of that metallic that's in there popping off. But I went with this color for two reasons. One, it does have metallic and it does pop in the sunlight, and at night they look black. Then it looks sharp. I was worried about the center caps because they are from the old rims, and I was nervous that I'd have to do something, go buy some spray paint or something, because they're just plastic. They can't be powder coated, or maybe they can. I'm not a professional, but I was going to do something to it and all that, but it turned out that it just kind of looks right. The color of the rim and the inside of the center cap actually match, and with the hubcaps, or with the lug nuts, excuse me, with the lug nuts and that little center cap, it kind of works. So until I figure out what I'll do to it, I'm going to leave it alone. Right now, I think it looks pretty good. So this morning I ceramic coated the rims, ceramic coated the brake calipers the other day. Here's that big Maserati front caliper I was talking about, how beautiful it is in there. I've scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed on it, and then I did a ceramic coat on it as well. So hopefully now the brake dust will just kind of fall off and dust off. Nitto, I think is how you say it, Nitto tires. I think they call them the P2s, and I'm real happy with them. They have a long tread life compared to Pirelli, and they look good. I haven't shined them up or anything yet, but just around the block with them too, so I can't give a full review. All right, breakdown everything. Powder coating, rims, $150 a rim for powder coat. And I think it took a beautiful Maserati rim and made it even better. I did look into buying new rims and stuff like that, and you're in the thousands of dollars, a couple $1,000s at the low end. So I didn't want to do that. I really liked the rim, and the powder coat was $40 for the powder, which I did by myself, and took it to the powder coaters. They did it no time at all. So looks good. Brake pads, a couple $100. You know, the rotors, yes, you can find some aftermarket rotors that work pretty well from all the reviews I've seen, and they are in the $1,000 range as well. So looking into that next. Right now, let's get the tires and some stopping power. Everything else in the car, so far, so good. I'm loving it. Thanks for watching.